Well, those of you that follow me know not only do I have a Mark II and a Triumph Bonneville and a Dodge Ram, but I also have an XK8. And as you can see, she's looking pretty sad. At the moment, I don't have much time for her, which is really sad because I do love this car so dearly. It has a misfire and restricted performance at the moment, and that's because of a spark plug coil problem. Now, I cleaned the engine bay and it was looking really rather nice, but you know, no good turn to go goes unpunished. That's all, folks. And consequently, it may, I don't know how, but it may have caused the coil to say, fuck you, I've had enough. I can't see why, because it's protected completely and no water got in there. However, it's misfiring. I've ordered a new coil from Rock Auto, waiting for that to come in. Then I'm sure the restricted mode and everything else will go away. There are a number of things I'm going to have to do on this, and as I said, time-wise, it is not something I have at the moment because I'm spending most of my time on my Mark II. But recently my brother and I took this down to Tucson from, well, I live in Queen Creek, and it was a fair old trek. And we had a couple of gritty road bits at some point. And, you know, we got it muddy and, hey, we used it. It drove us there, drove us back. I've just put it on the ramp because I have a horrendous oil leak, which I'm going to try and figure out what the heck is doing. But something else I discovered putting it up on the ramp. Not something I planned on doing, but look. Looks like I took a bullet. Don't know when or where or how that happened, but probably on the road to Tucson, I would imagine. Purely because there were some rough bits on that road. And that was, you know, well, my brother's rough anyway, but, you know, I don't think this was anything to do with him. Ha ha, Trevor. Yes, you are rough, you are. Oh, God, you're so rough. Ooh, rough, rough. So I'd like to have fun with my brother as he does with me. And as you can see, it really did take a belt. So I've got to buy me a new one of them. God knows how many arms and legs that's going to be, and then I'll do a video on repairing it, which will follow this video. Well, actually, you won't even know, but there you go. Yeah, she's looking pretty sad, but she's used, not abused. Well, maybe a bit. And then I'm looking at this one going, shit, that's taken a pounding. Maybe I should buy a pair. They're made by Valio. We will have to see. What else do we have to deal with on this car? These centre caps. They used to be red. These are the cheap and nasty ones. They're going in the trash. I'll buy some decent ones. As you can see, it's been a bit rainy and muddy lately. Let's just take a wander down here. Yep. Same on this, and I have odd nuts. Hey, don't get personal. See, that one's different to them. Don't like them. They got a cap over them. Now, something that I do know I've got to deal with is the Arizona rash. Well, actually, that's only one of the many things. I have a list of things. This is my list of things to do. Transmission filter fluid, deal with the rash, did the body control module, the exhaust modification that I'm going to do, get the spare tyre pressure up to spec. That's one, but I often forget, and you should not. And there's another one. Oh, whilst I'm here, what is the date of these tyres? They're getting pretty low anyway. I can't see it. Wasn't it by Dot? There's Dot. 412. 12. 10 years old. Coming up for 11 years old. So they're at the end of their life. Shit, that's going to be expensive, isn't it? Yeah, you can see the tyres are beginning to crack. So I do need to replace them. I'll have to sell my house on the streets, I guess. Yeah, 10, 12, 412, yeah. Okay, I've had the car a while, so can't be surprised. The other thing I have to deal with is some nice person decided to hit me when I was in a car park. There are some ignorant pricks around. And as you can see, this bumper, nonetheless, the clear coat is now coming off. That is another little job. Oh, I think I'm going to clean this off first, though, because that just annoys me. Clear coat I can just about tolerate, but this, I don't like that. So I'll have to... Hey, John, I'm just thinking about you, buddy. Yes, John to the garage. I got to use, see the bolt here. Uh-oh, I don't have the anti-theft bolts. I can steal the bumper. And those of you that don't follow John's channel, you should. To the garage, you should follow his channel. He did a very interesting a video on how not to get your rear bumper stolen. Obviously, this must be something that happens a lot to Jaguars. Oh dear. I tell you what, I think I might just pump this video out as just as a hey guys, you know, I'm not dead video. This I'll have to get off with some I don't know, maybe some cellulose thinners to start with, who knows. So let's see. Also, what else do I have problem wise with this car? Well, I also have another bit of the Arizona rash on the header rail, up the top of the windscreen. There's probably other things I really want to do. Well, I keep getting a rear light bulb failure. And I'm not sure if that's to do with the body control module, in all honesty, or a bad connection. I went over all the connections and everything seemed fine. But hey, you never know. But as I've got to deal with the body control module anyway, and by say deal with it, what I mean is I'm going to take it off and send it away to be overhauled. And look at that lovely registration you can have here in sunny Arizona. Jaguar. That teaches Americans how to say it properly. All right. So, there's the tread on my tyres. See, plenty of tread, but they're 10 years old. They deal with the Arizona heat. There's the wear bars. There's the wear bar. Yeah, I got some meat left on them. But, you know, when you look at this cracking here and around here, you go, nah. And what did I got? Oh, I got Continentals on there. I wonder how many dollars they're going to cost me. Fortunately, they're both the same size, 245/50 17s. And as I say that, I better check the front, but I'm pretty sure they're both the same size. Yeah, 245/50 ZR 17s. So, money to spend that I don't have. All right, boys, girls. Sorry, this is probably just a pretty boring video. It's more of a review of my XK8 and one other little fun piece of information for you. While I was dealing with the misfire, I'd obviously taken off the engine covers, the ones that say Jaguar V8. And then I had to quickly move the car, so I shut the bonnet right on one of the engine covers. Boy, didn't it shatter into 1,000 pieces. So I'm going to go over to my friend Jim, over the other side of Phoenix and pick up a couple of new, well, not new, a couple of used covers, and also a new convertible top. Mine is in a terrible state, so I'm going to have to replace that. And if any of you do need Jaguar XK8 or XKR parts, let me tell you Jim's information, because he does ship. I mean, obviously, if you live in the area, bloody marvellous, you can just pop over like I'm going to, but he does ship, and he does some really good stuff. His phone number is area code 480-203-8091. And anybody that's not in America, do note that is an Arizona phone number, so you will need to put whatever code you need to do to speak to him. This is his card here. And as you can see, you can email him at shop@sortout1.net. So he's a good guy. He really is. He's very helpful. His prices are very reasonable. And, you know, he's a good guy. I like to give a shout out to guys that are good, and he is. And look at what he's got in his driveway, the rotten swine. He's got 2 XK8s. Shit, the grey one's an XKR. Oh, now I really hate him. There you go, guys. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Push this one out. Doesn't mean too much to any of you, but hey, what a beauty, huh? Even though she's very dirty. She's been living outside for the last 3 weeks or more, because I've been busy doing shit in my garage with other people's cars, so a sacrifice has to be made. Now get out in the garage, go do some shit.